We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic. So these are the beautiful words with which we begin our preamble. So preamble is an introduction to our constitution. And the same preamble also mentions about the justice, liberty, equality, and fraternity. The same preamble is also talking about the unity and integrity of the nation. So today I am going to talk about this one because in India, some elements are working which are considered to be anti-national. So being the citizens of India, being the citizens who are governed by a fantastic constitution, what exactly is happening in the country? So we would like to know. I welcome you all to the current affairs today. Today is February 15th, 2016. So we'll have a discussion on this. Entire country is talking about the incident, what exactly happened in Jawaharlal Nehru University in Delhi. So all this story, whatever is happening, so that has been, the man behind this is Afzal Guru. Of course, he was hanged. Who exactly is this person? Basically, he is a citizen of Kashmir. So he plotted to attack the Indian Parliament, and Indian Parliament was attacked in the year 2001. So you know this story. And this person is considered to be the mastermind behind these attacks. So it seems that the intelligence report says that this man was trained by ex-army officers of Pakistan. And he was arrested. So later there was a court called Prevention of Terrorism Court, which was established under POTA Act. So now we don't have such type of courts. And that court has given him the death sentence. Look at what is the parliament. Parliament is considered to be the temple of the nation. So it's a temple, lot of sanctity we have attached to the parliament. And that parliament was attacked. So all the people who are present in the parliament are our representatives. Meaning, so we have expressed our interest that so and so person has to be the member of the parliament, and those members have become the parliament, and attacking such parliament. We feel lots of sanctity in the parliament. Yes, because what exactly India needs will be decided on the floor of the parliament. And that the temple of India has been attacked in the year 2001, and the mastermind was Afzal Guru. So, and when the lower court has granted him death sentence, so he moved to Delhi High Court. Delhi High Court also granted death sentence. Later he moved to Supreme Court, and Supreme Court uphold the decision of the Delhi High Court. Later, so he moved the President of India for mercy petition. But in February 2013, then the President of India, even today also the same gentleman, Pranab Mukherjee was the president, and the President of India rejected the mercy petition, and he was supposed to be hanged. And on February 9th, 2013, he was hanged. He was hanged in secrecy. Later, his body was buried in Tihar jail, and his relatives were not informed, and his body was also not given to the relatives. But what exactly is this? If you look at 2016, February 9th, so there was supposed to be a meeting. For this event, the Vice Chancellor of JNU has given the permission. Later, a complaint has been lodged with him by ABVP activist saying that this particular event is going to be pro-Afzal Guru. So they wanted to condemn the death of Afzal Guru. And after knowing this information, the Vice Chancellor has withdrawn the permission. And even after that, this event was held. This event was held, and provocative statements we have seen from the students' leaders. So we are not pointing out the fingers at everyone. So these are the handful people, very small group of people. They organized the event and they started giving the very provocative statements. So these are the very, very dangerous statements. And that person, he is a citizen of India, the student's leader. He is holding the passport of India, and he is enjoying the benefits of the subsidies and incentives that are given by our education system. and whatever is they are enjoying, so they are being granted to him from the taxpayers' money, meaning we, the people of India, we are paying for it. Even after then, such type of statements, do those statements are provocative or not? Fight till you destroy India. Is the statement not anti-national? And once the Delhi police have come to know about this one, this person and some other people have been arrested. And the government is saying that Hafiz Saeed is supporting this particular group. Is it right? If it is so, what action has to be taken? Some people, even the professors in the JNU, they are saying that, so this is the internal matter, should be settled internally, and too much of interference by the police is not at all acceptable. This is what is supported by some of the political parties also. India was never against the students community. But why in this particular case we should be very serious? That's what we are going to discuss. If it is not taken seriously at this stage, for example, here in Jammu and Kashmir, some anti-national elements, they hoist the flag of some other nation, Pakistan. This is our country, our land, and other countries' flag should not be hoisted. And we raise our voice against them. And we say with a strong voice that these are the anti-national elements. So, but why it is missing now from some of the political parties? Should this matter be taken seriously or not? Imagine a situation if this is not taken seriously and you leave it to the university authorities. Of course, the inquiry team has been constituted. They are going to look into this. But the statements that are made by the students, leaders were there on the record. And if you leave it to the university authorities, what happens? That shows the lenience on the part of the government. And if you leave it as it is now, it may happen in some other university tomorrow. And if it spreads across India like this, very few people may be there. And if it spreads across India, what exactly is going to happen? What exactly they understood from our preamble? Why do you want to destroy our nation? Why do you want to divide our nation? Then what is the meaning of the unity and integrity? So we ask those people, did you ever read preamble of our constitution? Do you know what are the values that have been enshrined in the constitution? Some people will argue that we have fundamental rights. Article number 19, freedom of speech and expression, a right to speech and expression. But the same article has also imposed some reasonable restrictions. I have the right to say something, but under reasonable restrictions. If anybody starts misusing the rights, that is also a crime. And our constitutional forefathers know this. That's the reason why, especially for article number 19, though the freedom has been given, the restrictions have been imposed. We are not against any community. So we are also students. So they are also our fellow students. But just because of the few people in one particular university, the entire student community is getting affected. It is not blindly to support them or not blindly to reject them. What should be done now? So these are the points. Should they be excused? Are you not showing the lenience in this case? But why some political parties are talking against the police action? Is it not again vote bank politics? Why India is not standing united? Whether India is standing united or not will be shown by the arguments that are made by our major political parties in the country. Unfortunately, government takes some action and opposition parties will criticize. At least in the case of the issues like this, entire India has to be united. So this is also time. Some people are saying that those students are immature. Why can't you make them mature? Why don't you speak to them? Whether the truth has to be come out or not. Somebody is condemning the statements made by the government that these students are backed by Hafiz Saeed. Whether it is right or wrong, should be investigated. For that reason, they should be taken into custody. That's what the government has done, but it should be done at the earliest. Otherwise, there is every danger for the nation that these type of things may spread across and it may cause more damage. These are the very, very sensitive issues. On one side, we see the people like Lance Noik Harmantappa and few more soldiers. Today, we paid homage for them. They fight for the nation. Because of them only, we are feeling secured and we are sleeping during the nights. They don't sleep. Whether it is glacier or some other mountains, they continuously work for us. So all our soldiers, group of soldiers died last week, we know that. They are guarding the nation. Where? At the highest battlefields in the country, Siachen Glacier. Why should they die for India? On one side, people like Lance Noik Hanumantappa are there. On the other side, some other people are talking in favor of Afzal Guru. Is it not anti-national? Is it not showing the shallowness on the part of these people? Unfortunately. Just because they are the students, should they be exempted? Again, I'm telling, nobody is talking about the against the entire student community in JNU. We are talking something against only the hand-picked people, handful of people, so who took part in this particular activities, which are dangerous and anti-nationals. So now, being the students who are preparing for the civil service examination, I want you to think on these lines. We are talking about the protection of the nation. We talk about Union of India. India cannot be broken. No, it's not possible. We all must fight for promoting unity and integrity of the nations. We were secular and we are secular. We are going to be seculars. We are sovereign. While talking about the preamble of our Indian Constitution, I explained you each and every word. Is it not the time for entire student community at least to read and understand the preamble so that we can understand the tenets that are enshrined within the Constitution of India? This is the supreme law of the land. We have to follow this. The most sacred book, irrespective of the religion of a person, the most sacred book in our country is the Constitution, and it is our responsibility to protect the principles that are mentioned in the Constitution. Just blindly, some people talk about you are violating the Article 19 of so and so people. Definitely not. Definitely not. That is the reason why we are not throwing blame on any group without understanding this. Whatever has happened, that is not at all healthy for the nation. It has to be investigated. Government has to do this. And we expect various political parties to give support to the government. If the divided opinion is there, it becomes very difficult for entire India to know what exactly is the reason behind these incidents. Okay. So now I would like to tell you some points. I'm not showing any points now. Again, I'm saying this. These are the national, anti-national activities. And the political parties, few political parties are supporting in the sense, they are talking against the action taken by the police. Freedom of speech cannot be misused. We are the citizens of India and the country has given so much for us, whether people realize or not. Even before birth also, when we were there in the womb of our mother, the government starts protecting us. in the form of providing, in the form of supplying and providing the vaccination. Am I right or not? That's the reason why we don't have any right to say that what the government has done for us. Just put your hand on your chest and think that what we have done for the government. Government did so much. The nation has given us so much. So this is a time that we have to raise up and give the nation a lot. At least being national, we can give so many things to the nations. And everybody should understand the meaning of the unity and integrity. They have to understand the whole concept of the preamble. That's the reason why, see here, this preamble, even during the childhood also we have learned. By so many people in the country, even today also, they may say this preamble by heart, but they don't know what exactly is the meaning of each and every word that is mentioned in the preamble. Is it okay? And when the president of the Students' Union, Kanhaiya Kumar, he was arrested on the charges of sedition and criminal conspiracy over holding an event against the hanging of Afzal Guru. So this should also be investigated. Why the vice chancellor has given the permission first? Maybe he was not aware. Maybe he was not aware, right? And how can we permit somebody to raise slogans against a person who was convicted in the attack of our parliament? Is it okay? Look at this. Even Omar Abdullah asked the proof for the same. When the government says that Hafiz Saeed is backing this union, what is the proof? This is questioned by the former Chief Minister of Jammu and Kashmir, Mr. Omar Abdullah. At the same time, the Harriet Conference leader, Syed Ali Gilani, and Jammu and Kashmir Liberation Front, Yasin Malik, they also condemned the police action. Of course, they will condemn. They will condemn. But before you proceed further, a smooth investigation has to take place so that entire nation has to come to know what exactly happened. And we should also take certain measures that these type of things should not be repeated anywhere in the country. So this is the responsibility of each and every citizen in the nation to understand the tenets that have been enshrined in our constitution. And this is our responsibility to uphold the principles that are mentioned in the constitution. This is the responsibility of every citizen to promote the unity and integrity. For this reason, we need to read, understand the preamble and various principles that are mentioned in the constitution. Hopefully, whatever may be the sources that are trying to promote anti-nationalism in India, they will not be successful. Because India is vigilant, there are so many people who can understand the things. We have the history, the people have given lives for protecting the nation. And we are proud to take birth in that great nations. Hopefully, everyone, all my close friends, you agree with me. This is the time that India should stand up again, that we have to protect our own nation and we have to promote the concept of unity and integrity. And I want you to think on the concepts of this nationalism. We are there to fight for upholding the concept of nationalism. And don't stop your thinking just with me. Keep on thinking. Use your words deliberately. And every word, whatever you are using deliberately and cautiously, that word must strengthen the principles of the Constitution. If anybody tries to insult our Constitution, insult our sovereignty, insult our unity and integrity, insult our nationhood, so those people must be punished. They should be taken to the task very seriously. Last but not least, we are all proud to be the sons of this soil, that is the great India, that is my Mother India. Thank you so much for being with me this evening, and I'll see you in the next class. And I wish you all the very, very best. Good night.